Good morning, guys. Another little 3D print I left overnight. Very technical, just 3 tubes. We'll find out if they're any good later on.
Hi guys, continuing the theme of things I can do with these 14500 lithium ion batteries. For quite a while I've been running this torch, or flashlight as Americans like to call them, with this lithium ion battery, which is, I'm guessing, an 18500. It's the same diameter as an 18650, but it's the same length as a 500 battery, 50 millimeters long basically. So it's 18 millimeters wide, 50 millimeters long. I'd rigged it up for something which I can't remember, but I did find it actually fitted straight in there, and I could use it instead of the little battery pack that normally has 3 AAA batteries in it. Now that one looks a bit rusty. It wasn't the one that was in there, it was one of these, because I used these for trying out some underwater photography, which strange enough did work. I don't know if I put that in the right way round. They weren't perfectly waterproof, but they lasted long enough to do what I wanted to do with them. That one doesn't want to line up. That's right there. Oh, that one's lost one LED. Not that you can see, but yeah, one of the LEDs is dead. Anyway, so combination of thoughts there. 500 millimeters long, 3.7 volts, and it runs that one fine. So if I made myself a simple 3D printed tube, you could use cardboard, but I happen to have a 3D printer, and that will fit in there, that will fit in there, that will go on there, and that works. So I've now got, I think what it is, it's just a tiny bit shorter than that. I haven't actually measured them, but yeah, they're about 1/8 of an inch short. So because it's got a spring in the end there to make contact, that is making contact, but if I bounce it around, it doesn't make good contact. That is spring loaded. In fact, in this one, I think what I did was I just stretched the spring a bit to make sure it would make contact. So the ideal fix would be to make an extra little metal piece to go in there to make up the gap. But that does work. I'm missing a cap. There it is. There's another one. I know one of these batteries is flat. Don't know which one. That did work for a second then, didn't it? Yeah, so you need to probably make an extra little metal plate to go in there to take up the gap. If I shake it, So that's either make the spring a bit longer or make a little metal plate, a couple of washers or something just to pad it out to get the right distance. Anyway, so that's one thing I did. But that also pointed out to me that I did make up a very temporary charger, which I can't see on the table at the moment. Oh, there it is. Using the module from inside one of those power banks. So although there's 3 of them there, it's 3 separate modules charging 3 separate batteries. But I then thought, why am I doing that? If I get myself something like this, I can put 3 batteries in. Oh, come on. Like that. And wire that up with a 3S balance lead. Then I can actually plug that into my normal charger. Into this thing. Plug it into there. And if I use my 3S balance lead, then we can balance 3 at a time. I don't have a 5S balance lead, otherwise I'd do all 5 slots. But I can certainly rig up a 3S. And while we're on the subject of that balance lead, I bought these. I can't remember where, well, yeah, probably eBay, but they weren't specifically designed for radio control and LiPo batteries, so the colours are all wrong. If we compare it to this one, which happens to be a 2S rather than a 3S, if we hold it that way up, the right hand wire should be the red one and the far left one should be the black one. So that's not the right colour scheme. It wouldn't actually matter as long as you wired it up correctly on there, because it'll only go into the balance lead plug one way. But you might look at that and think, oh, that's negative, when in fact it's the positive. So you can pop those out, you just press down the little tabs and you can rearrange them so they're in the right order. So I'll do that, then I'll wire this up so I can charge up 3 batteries at a time. Right, I need to rearrange the wires on here. So you just need to push in these little tags. Are we focused? We're not focused. We are now. Right, see if we can stay in focus. And you need to push the little tag in a little bit just to get it down under the edge, and then it should pull out. Honest. Why aren't you pulling out? There we go. So that one comes out. Black one, we want to go in that end. If we just bend that little tag back up again, ratchet effect, it goes in and won't come out again, that's the idea. Okay, so black at that end, just check I'm right. Yep, black at that end, and we want the red at this end. Okay, bend that little tab up again. That goes in there. And then the yellow one, the intermediate ones, really don't matter which colour they are. Just handy so you know which one is which. Come on, in you go. There we go. So they're now the right way round. Right, in one of my previous videos I was actually talking about 3D printing a battery charger. There's no point really. These little battery holder packs like this, they're about, I don't know, a £5 for 10 of them or something like that on eBay. So we need positive, and that's the first battery, second battery, third battery, negative there. I'll put these on just so I know which way around they're going to go, but we've got to put the other wires on as well in a minute. So that one's going there, and that one's going to go on there. And then this one, probably need to pre-tin those wires first. How does Big Clive do this all with one hand? I don't know. Right, so they're tinned, and they were just out of screen, sorry about that. So if we're lucky, that one won't jump up while I'm doing it. So that's the first one. Then the next one, which happens to be the yellow, is going to go to that one. And the next one, which happens to be the white, is going to go to that one. And the next one, which is the black, go on to there. If we're lucky, it won't bounce up. There we go. So how long did that take? A matter of seconds. Obviously you could wrap tape around it or seal it in hot glue or something. Or I could even solder up the last two with a separate connector and put a 2S balance lead on it, so I could use the other two. I've only got 2 batteries to charge, because this does mean you can only charge 3 at once, you can't charge 2 or 4. They will go in there like that. It feels a bit loose there. Why does that feel so loose? Spring looks like it's compressed in a little bit. That's a bit better. Right, let's get that charger back up. Just a little side issue. I bought this, whatever it was, B6 Pro pocket charger. Pocket charger? Oh, never mind. Can't remember when I bought it, but it is a piece of junk, to be honest. The quality, I've just noticed that wire's given way, and that one had given way a long time ago, and I just wrapped tape around it. I really ought to try and get that apart. But it's, no, it might be, no, there's no screw holes there. It might be under there. But I want to take it apart and shorten that wire. Yeah, whatever. Just saying, it's junk. They've used really cheap quality cable. I have got some spare leads that I can replace that with, but I've only just noticed that. There you go, that was cheap somewhere. Okay, we won't sit and watch that. It looks like that works anyway. That was simpler than building my own charger, because yeah, my plan was to 3D print something that could make use of those modules. And I do have a dedicated charger on order anyway. A cheap one, of course. Perfect timing. I was just going to say, they all look like they're balanced. It was actually showing 4.10 on all of them. And then the alarm went and it's dropped back to 4.08 and 4.09. But yeah, that's balanced them nicely. So pleased with that. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.